Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be looking at the Osprey Kestrel 38 in this video. Part of the little series that I said I was going to go through all the rucksacks I own. The last pack we looked at was the Osprey Atmos 65. This is obviously a much smaller pack and designed with a different purpose in mind. Shorter duration trips, long day hikes even. Although I have used this pack on overnighters with small tents. I will leave a card up there when I went wild camping on the moors with a small Vango tent. But yeah, it's a 38 litre pack and I'll quickly talk you through the features of this one and show you it in a lot more detail. It's a top loading pack and the lid on this particular one is fixed, so there's no floating design. It's just fixed to the pack by the two buckles on either side, and on the top of the pack we've got 4 webbing loops for attaching some elasticated cord if you so wish, or strapping items of gear to the top of the pack. If we undo the buckles and we look on the underside of the lid, there's a mesh pocket here for storing valuables, and yeah, so that comes in handy. There's also like a keychain loop for your keys. The top of the pack, same as the Atmos, so I've just got a pillow in here just to bulk it out for this video. We've got this draw cord loop which can be operated with one hand or opened with one hand. Easy pull system, nice generous snow balance there just to keep the elements out if it's that time of year. But yeah, you can just be cinched up simply like that and just fasten it back up. Looking onto the front of the pack, you've got there's a large mesh elasticated pocket over the front, and there are compression straps on the top and on the bottom, so you can put various different items of gear there. Coats, usual items that you would store, you'd want relatively quickly to hand, you know, wet gear, wet coats, things like that. There's a nice airy mesh on the sides, and there's a drain port on the base of that just to allow any water to soak away. The good thing about these compression straps is they can be undone, both of them, and they will actually fasten back in on themselves. So you can basically strap items of gear. If you can get this one undone, you can undo those and they'll fasten in on each other. So you can strap items to that and then cinch them down. So that is another handy and versatile feature of this particular pack. Moving down, turn the pack on its side, we've got these large mesh pockets for water bottles or bottles of wine and craft beer. Again, stretchy mesh fabric, and you can get, you know, decent sized water bottles or wherever else you want to store in the side of the pack. That's repeated on this side. However, the only difference here is we have a side access zipper to the pack. There's a large looped zip pull which you can operate with gloves. You just pull that down. You can see this lovely pink cushion in here. But you know, you can imagine you're on a walk and you don't want to get everything out of your pack, maybe to get something stored in the middle. Well, this solves that. You've got a side access pocket. You can get deep into the middle of the pack and down towards the base. Really chunky YKK zippers, and the buckles are also by YKK on this particular pack. We move lower down and we've got 2 gear loops, and we've got hidden toggles just in the top of the pack here just to keep it streamlined, where you can attach ice axes or, you know, other bits of gear to these reinforced loops. We've got more daisy chain webbing on the side of the pack, this side and the other, you know, for attaching carabiners, maybe some shock cord, just to, you know, store a few more items if you so wish. Moving down to the very base of the pack, it's in much more reinforced material. We've got 2 more zipper pulls with a separate sleeping bag compartment. It's got a material divider in there which you can loosen the webbing, and you can just have one large volume or tighten it back up again, and it separates your sleeping bag compartment from the main body of the pack. We've also got the gear straps here at the base, which, like I've said on previous videos, you can you know, put roll mats. Some people like to store tents, etc. on the bottom of the pack as opposed to having it inside. We go to the very base of the pack, we can see this little symbol here of a raindrop. That is an integrated rain cover just there. We've got a nice zip pocket, we've got an integrated rain cover which comes with the pack. So that is nice and handy, and it's always nice to get a rain cover included. turn the pack around, we've got a nice carrying loop there. We've got a generous zip pocket on the top of the lid for storing maps, items that you want readily accessible. Moving down to the shoulder pads, which are really padded in this lovely airy mesh material. It's nice and soft, it's comfortable. If we look at the back of the pack, it's got Osprey's airspace mesh, which goes all the way down the length of the pack. The sizes are in small to medium and medium to large in this particular one, but we've got some Velcro here on the top, and we can just tweak that a little bit depending on the length of your torso. So you can tweak that just to make sure it's an even better fit for you. The pack's hydration compatible, and there's an extra sleeve at the back behind the shoulder harnesses to put your water bladder, and then a loop there just for fixing that on. We've got load lock straps here just to cinch the pack up a little bit closer to the back of your head and just make sure that the load is distributed more evenly. We've got a sternum strap with an integrated whistle which can be slid up and down just to suit your particular body. And as per previous packs in the Osprey range, this particular one has their stow on the go attachments for walking poles. Just feed them through there, and the poles rest through this plastic loop on the waist belt, and you can just cinch that toggle up just to make them nice and secure. So that's a good handy feature. Usual adjustment on the shoulder straps to bring it into your chest. Moving down to the waistband. We've got a nice thick padded waistband with lovely airy mesh material. Mesh used, like I say, throughout the back section, on the shoulder straps. You're not going to be sweating, it's going to be nice and comfortable to use on those warmer days. On the waist belt itself, we've got a zipped pocket on either side, which is nice and roomy. You can get your mobile phone in there, snacks and items that you want to have accessible on your treks, and a nice big thick adjustable waistband. So in short, it's a smaller pack, but it is by no means lacking in features. It's really versatile. You can do lightweight overnight wild camps with this pack with ease, and it's great just for long days in the mountains. It fits all your gear in with ease, and there's lots of features on it. So we'll have a look in a little bit more detail, and I'll overlay some specs. I will see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. If you find it useful, give it a thumbs up, and for those of you that haven't subscribed, maybe consider subscribing to MCM Outdoor Show for outdoors everything. I'll see you on the next video, but we'll finish with a more in-depth look at the pack. Thanks very much.
Looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast, I need something to last and give satisfaction, no. What